You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Sports 2. We're going to talk about Paul Chryst getting fired because Wisconsin did pull the trigger and got rid of him. And, boy, I hope you made the right decision because looking back over time, he won a lot of games for that program. And he went 9-4 last year, but he's off to a 2-3 start. Of course, this is one of the better, bigger programs in the country. Do they expect better than that? Yeah. Losing to Illinois, not a great look. I get it. But we're going to talk about that a little bit. And we're also going to talk about the fact that it seems, and some are trying to now steer this in the direction of being a coincidence, but it looks like the Green Bay Packers, their fans, trolled Paul Chryst yesterday because right at the time that his firing was announced, the Green Bay Packers in their game against the Patriots decided to play jump around, which is a tradition, of course, at Wisconsin. It's one of the greatest visual sights. You know, a lot of good college football traditions, and this is one of them, right? So let's get to this. This is crazy. We'll look at this firing real fast, and then we'll get to the trolling because there is video with that. Wisconsin fires football coach Paul Chryst, names defensive coordinator Jim Leonhard interim coach. Wisconsin fired Paul Chryst on Sunday after a 2-3 start. Athletic director Chris McIntosh said in a news conference Sunday night they had met with Chryst in the morning and had an extensive discussion with him, leading to the decision to make a change. Quote, "It's a big decision, and it's got implications that are not lost on me, but really thankful to have been able to work side by side with Coach Chryst through some incredibly exhilarating and positive moments and some tough ones like today." Defensive coordinator Jim Leonhard will serve as interim coach. McIntosh, Chryst, and Leonhard met with the players Sunday night to inform them of the change. Quote, "It's my role to have the position of our program always on my mind," McIntosh said. "We just reached a point where today I felt was the right time to make that decision. It's not one I take lightly. It's an incredibly tough day for all of us, but incredibly optimistic that today is the first day of the future of the program." Man, it's been a pretty good program. The decision to fire Chryst comes one day after losing 34-10 to Illinois. That ain't going to help you. Coached by former Badgers coach Brett Bielema. Boy, that doesn't help either. Wisconsin also fell 52-21 to Ohio State. One of the worst losses in recent memory. It goes on to talk about the 17-14 defeat to Washington State, and they were heavy favorites on that. Now, Chryst is only 56, 67-26 in 7+ years at his alma mater. He won 10 or more games 4 of his first 5 seasons, winning a Cotton Bowl, the Orange Bowl, and 3 Big Ten West Division titles. But the program fell off in the beginning of 2020, going 4-3. Before a slow start in 2021, well, they finished 9-4, but maybe that wasn't good enough. And one of the players, the running back, Braylon Allen, said anyone who wanted Coach Chryst gone isn't a part of this team. So, yikes. They owe him $16.5, large, by the way, million. Outkick. Packers fans do jump around as Wisconsin fires Paul Chryst. Literally at the time they fired and announced that Paul Chryst got fired, this ended up happening. Wisconsin Badgers stunned college football fans by announcing the firing of Paul Chryst Sunday night, and as the news broke, Jump Around was blasting at Lambeau Field. So Packers, who are also Badgers fans, were doing Wisconsin's most famous tradition at the same moment it revealed the team needed a new head coach. Wow. Now, they do go on to talk about the fact that they believe this was coincidence. I'm not so sure. I'd love to know. To be clear, this is almost certainly coincidence, is it? Scott Grosky reported played at the 2-minute warning And it just happened to be the exact moment the news broke that Paul Chryst had been fired. Okay, let's play some video from this because there is video out there. Yeah, right there. I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I'm talking over it, but there it is. They're playing it. They're playing it right as Paul Chryst is fired. I ain't gonna lie to you. It looks better at Wisconsin games. It does. It just happened to have come out while Packer fans were jumping around like they were at Camp Randall again. If this was ever an example of really poor timing or a bad coincidence, this is it. Having said that, it wouldn't surprise me at all if fans did openly celebrate. The Badgers got rocked at home by Illinois. So there you go. If this was calculated, boy, it's the mother of all trolls from the Green Bay Packers and their fans, who are also Wisconsin fans. But then you've got to ask yourself, you had a head coach that went 67-24, 9-4 just last year, and I get it. You probably rather win 10 games in that program every year, and I understand. And some of the results that I've seen from Wisconsin has made me just, I've been like, wait, what is going on in Wisconsin? But, wow. I mean, that I don't know if this is coincidence or not. You can determine that. But I do think it's rather odd, let's put it that way, that it played at the exact time that Paul Chryst got fired. Anyway, tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.